Today's horoscope, Cancer October 11th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Restlessness can be strong in the first half of the day, and you may feel the victim of poor planning. Do what you can to avoid overextending yourself. Avoid making promises until you know you can fulfill them, and avoid major decision-making, as you're likely to stay stuck on the fence. You can too readily succumb to excesses, as it can take you some time to come in touch with what you're craving. It can be difficult to settle on one thing or the other, but indecision may end up being a good thing since judgment can be off right now. It's hard to compete with a memory, so aim to work on releasing yourself from something from the past that is preventing you from enjoying the moment. As the day advances, life feels a bit clearer. This week, giving your career or responsibilities your all can help you feel less guilty about truly enjoying periods of rest and relaxation. And, as you allow yourself time to heal and detox, the benefits of emotional renewal positively impact your career or reputation. Past work or earned life experiences can help you in your work or give you special direction. Good news is popping off now. This is because mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger, is jazzing it up in the cardinal sign for just a few more days. Our minds will be focused on how we partner and mirror others and if our relationships are on an equal playing field. The best part about this is that even if things have been rocky in recent times, we can smooth everything over in a much easier and sweeter way. Libra seeks justice, fairness, and balance, and thus, we will, too. Capture this energy as deeply as you can. Is there an offer on the table? Carefully consider your professional offers when the first quarter moon in Capricorn rises today. A co-worker or client could reach out with something new to do. You may also have a project, obligation, or responsibility that you could fulfill. Regardless of who or what it might be, it would be best if you thought about the long-term pros and cons of a new professional commitment. Take your time deciding what you want to be committed to, especially since you have other professional arrangements to fulfill on top of the latest potential opportunity. The wonderful quality of empathy that you represent is only as good as it feels to you. That is, if you are not able to give someone else what they want in a relationship, that is just fine. Just be sure to communicate to others when you have reached your limit. This way you will avoid any unnecessary guilt. In the meantime, you would do well to focus on what you can do for yourself in terms of your physical health. Here is a day that is going to be favorable. The vibrations are going to allow you to start pushing ahead and discover new horizons. So, get involved with your family and friends and don't hesitate to communicate with them and open yourself up to new ideas. The atmosphere will be relaxed in your effective life and you will multiply the interesting contacts that you make. In your professional life, you will have a slight decrease in activity but nothing of any consequence. Keep the sense of curiosity and fresh outlook you have. Your family and friends so admire this in you. Since May, when Jupiter entered a nostalgic and reflective section of your astrological chart to start winding down the current 12-year cycle of expansion, preparations for his return to Cancer next year began. Recently, there has been a shift in this process due to Jupiter's retrograde turn yesterday. Instead of progressing towards Cancer as initially expected, he is now moving away from it, directing attention toward closing old chapters. This transition was always intended to give you additional time for preparation before significant new opportunities become available in June 2025. Having the moon in your relationship sector while Pluto is in retrograde motion here is not a new experience, but after he turns direct in 2 days it is something that won't be experienced again in our lifetime. This is a chance to move into these final days where the planet of change and transformation has the doors open to the past emotionally engaged and aware. Daily Planetary Overview. What do you need to do today? Well, the first quarter moon in Capricorn is your cosmic wake-up call, nudging you into action. It's like the universe is saying, hey, it's time to step up and take charge. Whether it's a professional endeavor that's been waiting for your attention or a personal goal you've been putting off, today is the day to make a move. You might even feel that sense of urgency like it's now or never to do something legendary, something that leaves a lasting impression. So if you've been toying with the idea of starting that project, making that call, or simply checking off a big task from your to-do list, don't wait any longer. Get to work and make it happen. In the midst of all this motivation, however, your family life might feel a little more stressful than usual. You know those days when everyone seems to need something from you, and it feels like you're being pulled in 100 different directions? Today might be one of those days. And, of course, our frame of mind can sometimes make everything feel more overwhelming than it needs to be. But here's the good news: remaining patient, grounded, and compassionate will help you get through this phase. Take a deep breath, give yourself some grace, and remember, it's okay if everything isn't perfect. Have you ever noticed how stress seems to ease up when you simply take a step back and breathe? That's your superpower today. When life feels overwhelming, it's especially important to look after your well-being. Sometimes we forget that our body and mind need nurturing just as much as our responsibilities do. So, make sure to carve out some time for self-care. Keep up with those recreational activities you love, get in some regular exercise, and stick to a healthy diet. It's all part of maintaining a balanced and healthy outlook. Have you ever noticed how much better you feel after a quick walk or a nutritious meal? It's those small habits that can really elevate your mood and help you stay resilient during stressful times. Socially, you might find yourself in high demand today. Friends and loved ones will be drawn to you for advice, support, or maybe just a little comfort. Your ability to respond with sensitivity and genuine care is exactly what makes people seek you out, and it's also why your relationships are deepening. You're in a position to strengthen those bonds, and even if others don't always express their gratitude, rest assured they appreciate your presence. Have you ever helped someone through a tough time, only to realize later how much it meant to them? That's the energy you're working with today. Being there for others will come full circle, and the support you give will return to you when you need it most. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, always chasing the next goal or opportunity. But sometimes we move so fast that we overlook important details or miss out on moments of clarity. Jupiter retrograde is here to remind you that it's okay to slow down, take stock, and realign with your true path. Have you noticed any areas of your life that feel cluttered or in need of a refresh? Now is the perfect time to declutter, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. So, as you move through today, embrace the call to action that the first quarter moon in Capricorn is sending you, but do so with balance. Take care of your well-being, nurture your relationships, and allow the energy of Jupiter retrograde to guide you in reassessing your path. What adjustments can you make now that will set you up for success in the future? Share your thoughts or experiences. How are you navigating today's energy? Let's continue this conversation and inspire each other to move forward with purpose and clarity.